Welcome, everybody. Yeah. Just join me just to come out and dance, right? Is that what you guys do? Just come out, dance, join me. First 30 seconds, gotta let the vibrations go out. Gotta let the vibrations go out, right? So, okay. I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. I promise, I promise. But I'm very excited for where did this come? For this weekend, for Saturday. And if you would like to join me on this pub crawl, I call it a pub crawl. It sounds like I got a bus and I'm just going. Not like that kind of pub crawl, but a haunted pub crawl. Um, and we're going to start at the Cat and Fiddle, Cat and Fiddle pub in Calgary. And it is a Celtic tavern. It is quite cool, does have ghost stories. So there's some ghostly stories that go with it, which is very cool. So and it talks, we're starting there. It's converted as to a pub in 1992 and has seen plenty of life for more than 60 years. But there is a lot of crazy energy in this pub. This pub is actually, I know it as a funeral parlor. Funeral parlor. I guess they don't say funeral parlor anyway anymore. But anyways, my uncle, we had his prayers there, and I can remember on the front step of Cat and the Fiddle, my cousin and I, there was railings on either side, and we came out. There's the main sort of foyer there, and everybody was still in the church. I was probably 15 or so at the time, and came out there, and she was talking to me about not being able to cry at funerals. How I remember this, but weird things. God help me if I have get Alzheimer's and the crazy shit that I do remember. Um, it's she couldn't cry, like she couldn't cry at the funeral and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I thought, she's a little bit older than me. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool, right? But um having the prayers and stuff like that there, and then we went back to her parents' place at the time, and it was it was an Irish wake that my family had for him. I mean, we're Irish Catholic, and when I came back from that funeral, and I think it was Uncle Jimmy. We came back from that funeral, and my girlfriends were asked me, "Well, how was your time in Calgary?" And I said, "I had a blast. We went to we meeting all my family and cousins and stuff like that. It was actually a wonderful time to get together." But I remember the Cat and the Fiddle, and I was 15 trying to be cool, but it always had a weird presence to it, right? And then later on, when we eventually did move back to Calgary, or when I came to Calgary, it was still a funeral parlor for some time, and it didn't convert to a pub till after I moved and had my second son. So it is a very um, cute place, very well kept. Um, there's, people smell things. There's perfume and things like that have been there. There is one of the funeral directors has been seen in there as well, and that's one of the stories. One of the times when I had somebody who came, James, calling you out, James, if you ever watch me. Um, when I said, for the guys when they go into the bathroom, you get, um usually it's like somebody's standing behind him, and, for most guys, they don't like, somebody's feeling like they're standing behind me while I'm taking a pee, but he had a feeling that somebody was there, and, um and he came back, and same with Greg. Greg, I hope Greg comes with us because Greg always picks up on some shit when we go to, different places. It's great. But, usually it's in the women's bathroom, but this time it was the men's bathroom. Had some weird shenanigans going on in there. The other place that we are going to go is into the Kensington pub. Now, the Kensington pub I've been to before, and it's really cool. I think there's a bullet hole or something there, or a hole in the wall that's there. I think that one was a mail, a post office, at one time. And what I always picked up, because there's an upper room, and I always picked out people sleeping up there. So there's that one too. So that one's kind of cool. And um it gets a vibe. I always get a vibe of it being very busy. Like always being busy in there, being very um a lot of people and stuff like that. Now, from before we go into the pub, we're going to do a walk around Kensington because Kensington's getting a sort of a little revamp um, down there. So I find when any time an area, especially an area that's quite known for ghosts and hauntings and stuff, usually it stirs things up. So a lot of times when people, in their homes, when you start to do renovations in an old home, sometimes that sort of stirs things up because everything seems to be okay. Then you start knocking walls down and stuff like that. It kind of starts to disrupt it. It's like almost like you're waking up the dead. Um, so there's things like that start to happen. So I felt like there's some weird things starting, shenanigans or things going on down in the Kensington area. So that's going to be we're going to go for a walk. I want to do a couple more walks after this. And the other thing, this is going to be taken just, the full moon is on the 29th and this is going to be on the 30th. So the full moon is still going to be active. So this is going to make it even more fun being on a full moon, doing a ghost walk. Woo! And I think it's going to bring, going to be a lot of fun. Um, I do want to do a couple more ghost walks. I do want to do a ghost walk in and around Centennial Library. I'm always drawn to that library. Plus, there's a YWCA. So, Calgary's first YWCA, and I want to walk past that. I don't think we can go in or anything. It was being, um, worked on during COVID, I believe. So, but that would be a really cool place to go in. Yeah, it was built in 1912. It's got some cray happenings that are there. The Dean House is very cool too, and doing that one. So this is very, I'm just looking up a few places, or was it 110? Let's see. They say it's been here for 106 years, so a little bit older than that. So I'll find out exactly where it is and stuff. That would be another cool place to go. And same with Western High School. Is another really cool place and going along 17th Avenue Southwest. It has some really cool energy down 17th Avenue Southwest. It has a multitude of different energies from when it was burnt down. The whole street was burnt down. And then there's another one where in the 80s, even before it burnt down, but there's connecting tunnels underneath there that connecting tunnels underneath some of the stores. And it was utilized too during, I think, the 80s when there was a lot of cocaine down in that area. And if anybody knew what Electric Ave was, back in the day, there was a lot of cocaine going around, and that was the drug of choice at the time. So there's a lot of cool history here in Calgary. There's a lot. East Village is another place that's has some really cool type of energy, and even as they've sort of rebuilt it up and they got the cobblestones and stuff like that. So a few areas that I really want to touch on, especially before the snow falls, and do some in October. I find that's really a good time to, because it's getting close to Halloween and all the fun stuff with Halloween and that. So want to do a couple more little tours and that, just small, quaint tours, and then go for a bite to eat and do a small reading for everybody. So looking forward to all of that. The other thing is that, talk about the full moon. Full moon readings are coming out. So if you're wanting to book yourself a full moon reading, they're $35. They're recorded. I send them to you. It is personalized. It's not like, a generic reading or something like that. It is personalized and for you. So if you are wanting to get that, or if you want to get the group of 7 and get the 7 readings for the rest of the year, because there's 7 moon phases left for the new moon and full moon for the rest of the year. And then with that package, you will get a bonus of 2024, the peek into 2024. And yeah, and yeah, it's going to be, yeah, the year of the Kraken. That's what I'm calling it. I've officially named 2024 the year of the Kraken. And it's going to be, it's going to be a game changer of a year of all years, for 2024 is. So, yeah. But I just wanted to come in and tell you about the pub crawl, and hopefully you guys want to come in. If you can't make it, tell some friends. I still have some space available. Um, I know Virginia said that she wants to come with a few friends. So I have her, and I have Jillian and Amanda coming. So we have a few people that are coming already, a few people. So I have a couple more spaces if you're really interested in wanting to come with me. It should be fun. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I said I wouldn't keep you very long. And sending you guys out so much love today. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty giddy about the whole thing already. So getting all excited, but it's only Monday. So have a blessed one. Let me know if you're interested in coming, and I'll put your name down on the list. All right. So have a blessed one, everyone. Bye-bye.